Okay, all-time high now. DBS is all-time high now, so no need to buy, guys. Okay, I won't be chasing all-time high. Yeah, all-time high. Oh, all-time high, DBS all-time high. If you have DBS and pick it up during the COVID-19 times, then you are now sitting on at least, let me see, very good profit. Now, crisis comes, right? You must pick up good stocks. Or let's say you're not so kiang, you go and pick at $15. Let's say you pick at $20, or $20, you cao up 40%. If you pick at $20, if you pick at $23, you are at least up 25%. Okay, so this is DBS, but again, I must stress that it has gone on a very extended run. When is the last time DBS offers you a chance to buy? Right here. Okay, I did a seminar with UOB Kehian. Okay, it was on a Thursday afternoon. So we were looking at DBS coming down, and it tested this support line. Okay, tested this support line and bounces up. So this is a very good level to go long on DBS. Now, if you have missed this because you are unsure whether this is a support or not knowledgeable enough to know, and now you know lah, you learn something lah. Oh, this is supported breakout. We retest, okay, as a support successfully. Now to test successfully, right, the price needs to go up lah. So that means it is coming down time, right? It is not close your eyes and just buy. No, okay. The next chance is to buy here, lor, $25. Okay, now if I put on my system, right, you can see all this level has got arrows. Okay, it is the, you see when I mouse over, Trendmaster V3. So this was the most recent time when we have a signal on DBS. Okay, usually when you have a signal on DBS, OCBC, UOB will have the same signal. Okay, now you see the candle turn green color, right? Okay, candle turn green color basically means that the stock is now going up from the last entry arrow. Okay, then you have got the red line for you to trail your profit, which means that if you don't close below the red line, you can continue to hang on to DBS. So that is what this third system is for. Right, so let me show you on UOB. Should be the same. There should be an arrow there. They one, because you know why, this Trendmaster V3 rule is to pick up the low. Also, let me just give you a little bit of quick education so that you know what are we looking for. Now, this is a typical uptrend. Now, why do we call it an uptrend? Because the price goes up, price pull back, price go up, price pull back. So we call these in technical terms higher high, higher low. The pullback low is higher than this low, and then go higher high. So when a stock goes up, you will see this very beautiful movement. Now, this Trendmaster V3 are to pick up stocks at the low. Okay, that means it must pull back and satisfy a certain criteria. Okay, it must pull back and satisfy a certain criteria, and yet the trend, okay, I have a gradient, a degree to measure that this trend must be of a certain angle before you trigger the green arrow. So therefore, it is not really any stock pullback will sure trigger. No, it must satisfy these two criteria before the Trendmaster V3 comes out. Now, when the signal comes out, guys, you need to understand two things. Number one, transaction volume. Okay, generally when a stock is going up, you want to see high volume, and as it pull back, now this is the pullback. Okay, this is the pullback. As it starts to pull back, right, I want you to observe lower volume. Guys, lower volume. Generally lower volume. When it's go up, you want to see increasing volume. Now, there is a reason for this, because if a stock is in demand, as the price goes up, naturally more people will want to buy. There will be more buyers want to buy this stock. Therefore, you see increased interest. If the stock pulls back, okay, if the stock pulls back, we expect lower volume because people who buy are not willing to sell. You understand? Who are selling? Weak holders, contra players who don't intend to hold, don't have the money to hold, they want to sell, and they want to use this strategy. Using no money to win money. Contra. This is what contra means. Using no money to win money. Okay, that means you don't want to put up a single cent as the capital to hold the shares in the CDP. Okay, so this is the volume characteristic we want to see on an uptrending stock, and this is the pullback we are talking about. So once again, the V3, okay, the V3 is going to buy at this low. Okay, it's going to buy at this low, going to buy at this low. That is why you saw this green arrow on this UOB at the low. It go up, it pull back the low, go up, pull back the low, go up. Okay, this is the low, so this is going up now. Therefore, no arrow. Because it's at a high. At a high, my system won't go in crazy, put an arrow here, ask you to buy. Okay, so therefore, we need to wait for it to pull back. And if the banks play are still there, then yes, it could be a trade. Okay, there could be a reason why they are going up. Maybe because of the interest, potential interest income. Or those of you who got property loan, oh, you have to sweat a little bit, yeah. 2018 may be happening all over again. Now, what happened in 2018? Interest rate key, bank net interest income key. Okay, and those of us who are servicing mortgage loan, right? Some of us who didn't use the fixed rate one will encounter some increase in your property loan. Okay, so that those days could be back. Okay, by end of the year or early next year. It is because that was the reason why the stock market was gonna hammering over the past 4 weeks. The interest rate is expected to go up because they are seeing inflation going up over at US. Okay, but Fed chief has already said they are willing to let the inflation sit at the high of 2% for some time before they take action. Because any spike in inflation right now, to them, it is just a post-pandemic situation. That means there is a pent-up demand for all the materials, for all the goods and services. So therefore, there is this sudden surge. So this sudden surge to them is temporary, post-COVID surge. So they're willing to sit tight and wait for the inflation to sit at 2% for some time before they take action. Now, this is in itself, if you remember 1998, 1999, the dot-com burst, it was also due to increase of interest rate, okay, by Alan Greenspan. Slowly he increased, the stock market will die. Because when the interest rate is low, a lot of company will borrow money to fund expansion and whatnot. Okay, so that is the talk of the town right now, that if the Fed going to increase the interest rate by end of the year, then the growth stocks, all these will have to pay higher interest for their loan, or some they may not even take loan to expand. So their expansion will slow down. Slow down means slower earnings. Therefore, the market, the tech stocks, especially the tech stocks, gonna hammer right now. Okay, in Chinese we say 未老先衰. That means it's already priced in. The Fed hasn't even increased the interest rate. You saw the price adjusted to the news. So this is a bit irrational, I feel. Okay, so that is what is going on with the interest rate. So with the banks now all going higher, okay, so this is UOB. So just to show you now, no touch red line, cannot no touch, no break, no close below the red line. Don't need to worry. You can just continue to ride the trend. Okay, OCBC. Let's take a look. OCBC Bank. Same at the low. Definitely there will be signal. Okay, and then when you see a signal, you have to check the volume, guys. Check the volume. If you see when it's consolidating, generally lower volume, then it is an okay. It's an all go to try to long this OCBC. Now the best time to long OCBC, UOB and DBS is all in February when it pulls back to this level. Let me explain the same setup to you so that you learn, and next time when you trade bank stocks, you are prepared. Okay, so OCBC, it gaps up in January 2021, start the year very brightly. Okay, so year very brightly. Now it broke this level resistance. Okay, it goes there, fail, about $10.30. $10.30, yes. Okay, and then go third time, fail, fourth time, fail, fifth time broke and go higher. Okay, go higher and it fall back to retest as a support. Can you see? It retests as a support before it flew up. Okay, before it flew up. So that was the opportunity right here in this very simple technical setup that we call resistance breakout turn support. Okay, 10.20 to $11. Let's see how many percent gain is that. Not a lot, about 14-15%, not a lot. Okay, not a lot. Tech stock more hiong when they go up 20-30%. So banks now, if you buy at the February low, it's about 14-15%. Okay, but still good money still good money. So this is how you can see the retest of the resistance, broken, turn support in OCBC, and you can see the same in UOB. Just now I talked about DBS, right? So now I show you the same on UOB. You could also see the same thing. See, in UOB, you see this level where my horizontal cursor crosshair is $23.18. Fail one time, fail two times, third time, pom. Together with DBS with OCBC, pom, go up, and then retest as a support. Can you see? Retest as a support before it pom go up again in March. So it rested for February before it continued in March. All right, so that is the banks for you. Now the question is, going forward, if you have banks, okay, you can use the red line and you wait for it to pull back and close your red line before you get out of the trade. Or if you don't want to sayang, right, then you can also use this strategy called where to sell. Let me see. There, sell rule explain. Okay, sell rule explain. This strategy will also teach you how to read the candle to determine that it is a bearish candle right now. The stock is coming lower. Get the hell out before it touch the red line. Also can two ways. Using this is more advanced. Okay, it's more advanced. If you use the red line, it's simpler lah. Now everybody can see, right? If the stock close below the red line, then you know it's bearish. Okay, now this red line will go and meet the candle. So if the candle start to trade sideways, ding dong here, right? Then it will go and then form one line like this. Okay, like this. Now you can see that the candle all come below, these three candles come below the red line, right now? But it did not close below the red line, or close above. So there is no red arrow. If it close below, right, this is the red arrow. It will come out and tell you, one time, close below the red line. Okay, very simple. Everybody understand? Okay, if you understand, comment yes on the banks. Gerard, yeah, low volume and long rate bar how? Okay. Now, if Gerard asks a question, if you see a low volume and then you have a long red bar coming down to trigger your red line, it depends on your profit. If you're sitting on very high profit, you can decide to wait for the next candle. But if you are, just below 10% kind of profit, and any next red candle comes down may wipe out your profit. Then the other thing you need to do is to consider the weekly candle. You switch to the weekly candle. If you see that it's bearish, run for your life first, because if you see a bearish weekly candle, usually the price will come down. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question.
Please subscribe our YouTube channel.